The first thing the woman did after becoming CEO was fire her boyfriend. She even made him take off the suit the company bought for him and leave wearing an old man's shirt as Tony walked out. The company lost 1 million followers, and she was soon dismissed from her position as CEO. Tony was originally a live streamer with millions of followers. That day, he was preparing for a live broadcast, planning to propose to his girlfriend of 5 years after the show. When he saw the script, his junior wrote it was full of stiff AI-generated content, with no logic or impact for the live broadcast. Tony decided to rely on his years of experience and improvise. With his humorous talk, he took the atmosphere in the live stream to the highest level. Sales soared, and the back end was flooded with orders. The team cheered and praised his skill. The chairman called to congratulate him, saying Tony was the backbone of the company, and promised that as long as Tony stayed in the company, his girlfriend would become the CEO. After hanging up the phone, his girlfriend appeared, with the junior beside her. Tony expected her to be pleased and supportive, but instead he was hit with a cold shower. Her face was icy, and her tone was sharp. She said she would deduct his $1 million year-end bonus. Tony was stunned. She scolded him for not following the script. Tony picked up the script and explained it was all AI and couldn't be used, so he had to improvise. She accused him of making excuses and bullying the junior. The junior pretended to be aggrieved and tried to calm the woman down. She sided with the junior, belittling Tony in front of everyone. She deducted his year-end bonus and demanded he write a 1,000-word self-criticism. Tony looked at the unfamiliar woman in front of him, feeling cold inside. He could no longer see the person he once loved. To her, only the junior mattered. In the next live broadcast, Tony completely lost his spark. He strictly followed the junior's script, which was rigid and full of mistakes. The woman shut down the live stream and questioned him for not answering the fans' questions. But the junior's script didn't include any of the questions. The woman accused him of intentionally blaming the junior. She favored the junior, the newcomer, and questioned Tony, an experienced host, for not being able to adapt. Tony asked if it wasn't her rule. She was left speechless. She didn't realize the problem lay with the junior. Instead, she accused Tony of deliberately sabotaging the show, and even suspected he was doing it for revenge. The junior continued to stir the pot, making her favor him more. The woman secretly spent Valentine's Day with the junior, and even bought him a $1 million watch. She never gave Tony any gifts. When Tony confronted her, she explained that the junior was young and needed more care, and demanded Tony apologize to the junior. Seeing Tony unmoved, she threatened to fire him, and demanded everything that belonged to the company be returned. Tony's heart was completely broken, seeing the two of them playing along so perfectly. Tony made up his mind to leave the company and end the relationship. He took off all the clothes he bought with company money, and walked out of the company in an old man's shirt. The woman foolishly hoped he would beg for forgiveness. Little did she know Tony was already in his first love's car. When the fans found out Tony had been fired, they all unfollowed him. The company lost nearly 1 million followers in an instant. The woman was left stunned.